Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. Glad to have you back with us. As you can tell, we are at Founders Park. It is, of course, the dawn of the college baseball season. Always an exciting time here in Columbia, South Carolina, home of the two-time national champion Gamecock baseball program. We'll get more into that a little later on in the program when we visit with the new pitching coach for this team, Skylar Meade. But we will start today's program talking a little women's basketball. Home stretch of the season. Dawn Staley pulling a little double duty. She's of course coaching her team, but she also has just had the U.S. national team in town for a training camp. And it's interesting, as South Carolina hosted the Florida Gators earlier this week, the role that Olympic team had in helping South Carolina prepare for the Gators. Find out more in this feature.
It's about that time. We invite you to the slaughterhouse. Are you ready? Come on. Yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. We bringing it raw, we get that hot heat, y'all. When you see me, homie, pause, cause we above the law.
Wide open look at a three. Bang! Got it that time. Gamecocks lead.
To the beat, y'all. We bringing it raw, we got that hot heat, y'all. When you see me, homie, pause, cause we above the law. We about to change the game, y'all.
Pliny lobs it inside to Asia. Fights through a double team and puts it in for two. Asia Wilson ties the game at 11. Three-point attempt blocked by Ty Harris. Long rebound saved from going out of bounds by Danye Kleine. Ty Harris comes out of there with it. Ty Harris in transition. Drives the lane. Ty will drive it, bring it up and in. Lobs it inside. Ball knocked free. Gamecocks have it on a turnover. Driving the lane left side is Herschler's shot swatted away by Asia Wilson for her second block.
Truth in the booth, I go wild like a saber-tooth tiger. And show you liars, I'm the tightest fighter.
Ty Harris bounced past the Kleine right side. Pulls up from the baseline. Rolls in for two. Pass left, ball knocked away. A steal by Ty Harris. He took it away from Nakasoglu.
We about to change the game, dog. Yes, y'all.
Ty Harris drives the length of the floor, misses the layup. Rebound goes to the Gamecocks, and we'll have some chances perhaps at the foul line. My goodness. Lob it in to Asia Wilson on the low block, lays it up and in. Great look by Ty Harris. It's 28-23. Back out Bianca Jackson. She'll try a three. Bang! Bianca right back in it.
You don't stand a chance.
Ball stolen away by Kleine. Kleine trying to go the length of the court in traffic. Lays it up and in. Danye Kleine coast to coast. 5 seconds to play. Feeds it inside to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson with 1 second to play. Lays it up and in and will go into the locker room time. 30-30. No look pass to Asia inside. 4-foot jumper. Got it. Gamecocks lead 38-30. Shot clock under 10. Halfway down to Asia. Jumper good. Asia Wilson with 18 points. Left side, Danye Kleine. Got a good look at a three. Bang! Danye Kleine with her 13th three ball of the year. The Gamecocks have a 10-point lead. Bottled up high, will try a three. Three-pointer for Ty Harris. But then a steal by Ty Harris. Just took it away in the backcourt. Asia Wilson, 3 jerseys collapse on her. Up top, Ty, good look at a three. Bang! Obama three. Bang! Got it again. Three-pointer. Ty Harris, she's got 16. Swatted away by Asia Wilson. Third block of the day by Asia. Ty Harris weaving through defenders, the center of the lane, and lays it up and in. She goes coast to coast, and it's 62-50. Gamecocks in front. Asia drives the lane left side, puts one up and in, and the Gamecocks lead 64-57 with 6 seconds to go, and that should do it.
64.
And winning 64 to
Florida
57. South Carolina.
57.
So the Gamecocks pull out a hard-fought victory against the Gators, and of course postseason play is just around the corner, so it's time to get everybody ramped up and ready. South Carolina's final regular season home game coming up on Thursday night, Senior Day at Colonial Life Arena for Asia Wilson. Pretty special event coming up. We'll of course keep you up to tab on that here on the Gamecock Insider program. When we come back, we're going to be right here at Founders Park for a visit with Skylar Meade. Let's get to know the new pitching coach of the Gamecock baseball team in just a moment. Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom. Look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people.
Right now, get a 2018 F-150 with $10,459 in total savings, plus with your trade-in, get $1,000 trade assist cash, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Hey, Bob.
Frank, how do you get people to watch for the warning signs of heart disease?
Yeah, heart disease is the #1 killer in the state of South Carolina. You need to go get checked so you know your numbers, then you can lower your risk.
Coach, but how do you get people on board?
This is a team game. We need to do better, and we will. So go get your blood pressure checked. You too, Bob.
Coach.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. Derek Scott back at Founders Park. It is, of course, opening weekend for Gamecock baseball, and we've been fortunate enough to steal a little time from this man. This is Skylar Meade. He's the new pitching coach for the Gamecock baseball program. And when I say new, I mean new. You are not only getting ready for your first season with the Gamecocks, but still really more in the last few months of having transitioned into this role. So welcome to Columbia and Gamecock baseball, and tell us a little bit for folks that don't know background-wise for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a whirlwind couple months here. You know, starting off here basically in the December time frame and finding a house and moving in January. It's been wild. But before coming down here, I was at Michigan State for 3 years. And prior to that, I'd been at Middle Tennessee State for 2, down in Murfreesboro. And then I'd gotten my coaching career started at Eastern Illinois, which I know Tony Romo and Sean Payton and Brad Childress and many others kind of made famous. Now Jimmy Garoppolo. And so that was where I got my start on the coaching side after playing at the University of Louisville till '07.
He was, as a player, someone who got the experience of pitching in Omaha, and that's an experience he wants to pass along to his arms. And as the season gets underway, it is a group of arms that a lot of these names are going to be unfamiliar to Gamecock fans as well. A lot of new faces that you're getting to know, that fans are going to get to know. Talk to us a little bit, though, first off, about your veterans. Your weekend rotation at the top, Adam Hill is going to be your Friday guy. What have you seen from him so far?
You know, Adam's been very mature, you know, in his time here. His work ethic's been great. The first night we were here, you know, in town, I met him in the weight room, actually, first time in person. He was there at 9 o'clock on a Friday night. So his work ethic's been great. He's done very well in the preseason. I think his stuff is very much improved. And so I look for him to do his thing on Fridays. You know, Saturdays we're going to go with Cody Morris. I think anyone that's been out here before has seen it's an electric arm, a lot of high octane velocity. It's going to be for him, can he withstand lots of innings. Can he log a ton of innings for us, which I think we need him to do, and I think he will, because he's probably in the best shape he's been in his life. So, you know, that's a pretty good 1-2 punch, we feel like, to get us started not only this weekend, but as the year goes on.
On Sunday, that's the question, of course, for a lot of baseball programs is who do you end up rounding out your weekend rotation with? You knew it was going to be Chapman. The question was, which Chapman? Tell us about that decision.
Well, you know, it's been a battle, and, you know, things are always fluid. We're always evaluating, but we're going to start Ridge on the first weekend for sure, and we have a lot of confidence in Ridge. He has great stuff. His off speed has been quickly improving as we've gone through the preseason. Logan is going to do a great job for us. Logan is going to be a star here, and he will be a weekend guy. But I think right now getting the most out of his ability to throw strikes and multiple pitches will help us out of the pen to begin the season at least.
Ridge Chapman, Logan Chapman, folks, no relation in case you're wondering. After a starting rotation, people usually turn their attention to the back end of the bullpen, who the closer is going to be. Do you have a feel yet for that role specifically, or who your top arms are going to be at the back end?
Well, Eddie Demirez has won the closer role. Now, the thing about the closer role, he can't do it 56 times, so other guys will have to, you know, pick up the slack at times when Eddie's down, but Eddie has earned that right. He's been one of our most accomplished pitchers in the spring. John Gilreath, the kid that, you know, left high school early, is going to get a lot of innings. He's, you know, basically, you know, him and Corey Stone are only left-handers, and so he's going to get a lot of opportunities out there. I think he's going to do an outstanding job. And then, you know, there's guys, I mentioned Logan Chapman, but the Carmen Majenskis and Parker Coynes and Hunter Lomas, the submarine guy, those guys are going to have a lot of opportunities early on to showcase themselves.
Skylar, we appreciate your time. Looking forward to this season with you and Coach Kingston, the rest of the crew, and really looking forward just to getting back out here at Founders Park on a regular basis.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right, that'll do it with Skylar Meade, Gamecock pitching coach. I'm Derek Scott. We're back with more here on Gamecock Insider in just a moment.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners receive 2 tickets, pregame court passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Go! Yes! Nice play!
Oh, still buffering.
Mine too.
What happened?
Hey, Joy, you should let your new pals know that according to a leading independent study, the most awarded network is now best in streaming.
I think you just did.
You both can get a much better view of the game on the iPhone on Verizon Unlimited.
Thanks.
Hey, Thomas, when's your flight?
Someone stole my watch. Hey.
Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on. So get the best unlimited on the most awarded network. And right now, when you buy iPhone 8, you'll get one on us with no trade-in required.
Huge play by Jordan Lewis to get the steal.
Third turnover for South Carolina. There's the first turnover of the quarter for Alabama, and Jackson turns it into points. Wasn't a great start, but a pretty good finish for South Carolina as they come back with a 10-2 run.
That's your Sansbury Did You See That Play as we welcome you back into the Gamecock Insider on our Palmetto Health Injury Report. Some bad news for Gamecock women's basketball. A season in which they have been racked by injuries. They are now down to 9 healthy bodies because Lindsey Spann, a graduate transfer who just came in this season from Penn State to shore up the perimeter shooting, has suffered a knee injury that has ended her college career. Very disappointing news for Coach and everyone else involved with the women's program, and we certainly send our best thoughts out to Lindsey Spann as the team looks to try and make up for her absence. Switching gears now to our Terminex Pest Player of the Week, Ainoa Olara, a name you may not recognize. She's with the Gamecock women's golf program, though, and she just won her first individual collegiate championship as they picked up a win at a tournament hosted by Florida State. Gamecock women's golf team up to number 7 in the nation. Now, it's Sights and Sounds time. We always love to bring you the sights and sounds of big events and Gamecock athletics involving all sports, but certainly opening weekend of baseball is always a lot of fun. Let's take a look. What a great way to start the season for head coach Mark Kingston in his debut here at Founders Park. A lot of home games coming up for South Carolina over the next couple of weeks. Make sure you make it out here to check out this Gamecock baseball program. Coming up when we return to more of Gamecock Inside, we're going to give you a tour behind the scenes on the construction site of the new Gamecock football facility, so stay with us. At Buy Low, there are hundreds of products on Down Down. Save money on all your everyday essentials. So look for the Down Down hand throughout the store and start saving today. Buy Low, the premier grocery partner of the South Carolina Gamecocks.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take F-150 Motor Trend's Truck of the Year, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom, look who just saved a stack of cash. Step on it, sport. Drive home America's best-selling truck 41 years straight. Ford Truck Month is here. It's buy now time, people.
Right now, get a 2018 F-150 with $10,459 in total savings, plus with your trade-in, get 1,000 trade assist cash, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Yes, Michelle.
Coach, you've never been afraid to say what's on your mind. So why is high blood pressure something we should be concerned about?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Michelle. That's a problem in South Carolina. We rank 8th in the country in high blood pressure. That's not where we need to be. Trust me.
Is it really dangerous?
Look, if we don't get checked, you can have a heart attack, a stroke, or even go blind. So you tell me.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Good hard work has earned Marissa Delgado the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the swimming and diving team, Delgado is a junior sport and entertainment management major with a 3.942 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work. Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott, back with you at the new football operations facility. It will be operational, if you will, about the time the 2018 football season ends. Max Stevenson is with Contract Construction. These are the folks that are bringing this thing up out of the ground. Max is going to give us a little bit of a tour today behind the scenes. So Max, you tell me we are at the front entrance to the building here?
So this is the main lobby for the football operations facility.
And we're going to take a quick tour, so follow us.
Right behind us we have the SwimX, the hot tub and the cold tub, all which are for the hydrotherapy system that they implied here. We also have the showers and bathrooms for the locker rooms starting about here as well.
All right, so behind the pools, kind of the players area, right? So tell us a little bit about what's back here. Obviously locker rooms, but there's some unique stuff, right?
Yeah, so we have the players lounge, and what's really cool about the players lounge is it's connected to an arcade and a movie room.
A movie room.
Movie room.
Guys can come out and watch films, and we're not talking about game film here, folks. It's all recruiting oriented, isn't it?
So this is pretty much where the locker room, the big locker room start. Every locker will pretty much lay like right here.
And this will be what the guys use every day for practices. Obviously, the game day locker room will stay as is, but other than game day, players will be over here every other day.
Exactly, exactly. There'll be a door right at the end of the locker room, what they would call the mud room. And once they pass through the mud room, they are right there in the locker space off the practice field.
All right, folks, so you've seen the first floor. Now we're going upstairs to see what else is going to be here at the new operations facility.
This will actually be from the player's entry. This will be the stairwell that will come up from that outside door to get upstairs. And this is where most likely the players will come up these stairs to get to their meeting rooms, to get to the coaches' offices. Moving into this big area right behind us is the team meeting room. And this is where the whole team will be able to fit in this one room and go over plays, do discussions in here. All this will be glass, even the porch. There'll be doors that go out through the porch here, but you'll still have glass here to have a full view of the stadium. But this here is the cardio balcony for the weight room. As you can see, you have a nice look of the weight room.
So you're telling me basically all the free weights will be down there on ground level, and up here you'll have treadmills and bikes and ellipticals and so forth where they can do their fitness while also observing what's going on down there. All right, folks, that's a wrap for our tour of the Gamecock football operations facility. Max Stevenson from Contract Construction, thanks very much for the tour.
Yes, sir, no problem.
We'll be back with more Gamecock Insider right after this.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners receive 2 tickets, pregame court passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Carolina and Clemson haven't agreed on much since 1896. It's a healthy multi-sport rivalry. And this year, every head-to-head competition is part of the certified SC-grown Palmetto Series. So while Gamecocks and Tigers each support their team, we can all support local farmers by purchasing certified SC-grown products. Just look for the certified SC-grown label where you shop and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste.
Go! Yes! Nice play! Still buffering.
Too.
What happened?
Hey, Joy, you should let your new pals know that according to a leading independent study, the most awarded network is now best in streaming.
I think you just did.
You both can get a much better view of the game on the iPhone on Verizon Unlimited.
Thanks.
Hey, Thomas, when's your flight?
Someone stole my watch. Hey.
Unlimited is only as good as the network it's on. So get the best unlimited on the most awarded network. And right now, when you buy iPhone 8, you'll get one on us with no trade-in required.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock IMG Sports Marketing. We're back to wrap up this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. I want to make sure to remind you that on next week's show, we will have a full recap of the Men's Basketball Legends Weekend. All the former greats that come back, including Sindarius Thornwell and PJ Dozier, who were fortunate enough to have their NBA All-Star break coincide with Legends Weekend this year. So make sure you're there for that next week at this same channel and same time. Until then, I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us here on Gamecock Insider.